Hello, Internet. I am green again, so I switch my tab. Aha. So, hello, everybody. We are the Pigeon Killers. I can unfortunately not really see anybody else on screen. But today we have for you a brand new world on Owlbear Rodeo. Shoutouts. To do a set of introductions, I guess. I mean, first time streaming. So,
we need to do people introductions.
Yeah, wow.
This is like the first thing, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. So I'm Shema. I'm going to be your dungeon master tonight. Yeah. I was going to say mastering these three, but
we haven't got
I think
there
we
yet.
rated this like for PG-13. Just
this
content
on
is
Twitch is all
partially
good.
for children. If your child is watching this, do not try to explain any of the jokes later. And so, going on to introductions from there on, we have Ashwin. Oh, fuck, I'm green again. Sorry. We have Ashwin.
That's
Ashwin,
me.
Do you want to make any introductions?
I'm Ashwin, and I'll be a player in today's session. That's pretty much it.
Okay, then we have the next player in our session tonight, which is Kushagra. And Kushagra is responsible for this wonderful layout and website that we have going on.
Hey, don't tell that. I'm streaming.
don't jinx it.
And lastly, we have Jeevan. Jeevan, do you want to say anything about yourself?
I'm the comedic relief.
That's why he was silent all this time. Aha, okay.
I mean, you guys are all named after me, so might as well.
Yes.
Do you want to give the backstory for the Pigeon Killers
No,
itself?
I think that's it. Eventually, if this gets going and if we have like a Kickstarter, that will be a stretch goal.
Yeah, a stretch goal to find out why we're called Pigeon Killers.
There is a backstory.
Oh my god, by mistake, I almost said the pigeon FRs. Okay, but anyway, moving on. I'm remembering the PG-13 side.
Okay.
Yeah, but subscribe to us if you want to find out why we're called the Pigeon Killers. You don't really need to, but you could subscribe to us because, I don't know, you have nothing to do during lockdown, so might as well, I guess. Okay, moving on to what we have tonight. So we are starting our own campaign based in a world of our creation, imagined and brought to life beautifully through this map that you see on Owlbear Rodeo by Ashwin, because oh my god, this map is fantastic. And so the basic premise of this, if I'm explaining it correctly, is that all of us have a certain continent on this map that we are going to be looking after, I guess, developing, creating, ideating, DMing for anyone else. If any of you want to join us in one of our one-shots later on, you totally could. But more on that later. We are looking at the moss and what we need to know about this world. I'm going to go into my DMing mode right now. So, travelers, our world is a vast, untamed wilderness with ever-changing topography. Most of it is uncharted, with a wide variety of flora and fauna, and Lumos is a home to many sentient species, which we really haven't defined yet, and you might see a couple of them tonight. But apart from that, this is a fantastic world, and I'm so excited to see what each person brings in. And tonight we're going to see my little portion of it, which we're going to get into. But before that, this beautiful line written by Ashwin that I just need to say because it's just so fantastic. And this is, when I'm bones and dust, I will still remain an adventurer, traveling the wind to distant and uncharted places. And that's what
What's this?
I don't remember where I wrote this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, where did you get this from?
This is taken from the words of the book Mountains and Valleys by Stormblood the Dwarf. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Keep it.
Well, dude, I have written so much on this world, like I don't even remember half the things I've written. Alright.
Let's go into my side of this world that I'm taking you guys today, and that is this little portion of land right here, this little island. That's mine. So, get a closer look at it. We have a wider map. And this, at Odium Lythi, is where we're starting this campaign. Now, we have 3 adventurers that have come together here. I think, like, set the scene really. Odium Lythi is a land, not quite an unforgettable land. It's more of a land that is made for the outlaws, for anybody that was discarded by their own continent, anybody that nobody wanted to have anymore was sent to this land, ruled by a cult of vampires that were travelers to begin with and found this continent way, established foothold here in the city of Zabon. But what we're going to be focusing on tonight is Fengar, which is a merchant city, where our 3 adventurers tonight are coming together. Now, this is going to take a little bit of a theater of the mind because do I have something for it? Yes, I do. So, my dear adventurers, you find yourself here on this, this weird land where it seems like every possible thing that your parent or anyone else possibly around you would have spoken to you about, anything that is like don't steal, don't kill, don't hurt. Well, that's the way things go around here. And we're here yet to hear why you found yourself in this place. But one particular place that all of you are now situated in is one of its many guilds. And the primary guild here is called Goldean Locks, where you find yourself looking for possibly a quest to take on. The 3 of you are sitting at the bar table, possibly not looking at each other. You see this, actually, let's go ahead and describe yourselves. Ashwin, do you want to take it off?
Sure. So I am Bovick Nas. I am an eldritch elf. I have slightly dark skin, and I have red hair. I'm wearing a cloak, and it's covering my face right now. But you can see my hair just coming out from the cloak a little bit, and you can see that the red dreadlocks have actually dyed a little purple on the tips. I have a cloak that is made out of crow feathers, and it is just lined with black crow feathers. I have a few skulls of the crows on my left shoulder. You can also see a deer skull on my right shoulder as a shoulder guard. You can see sitting next to me a medium-sized, well-built black panther as well. And I'm holding a stick staff that looks elaborate. I will share you guys image on it soon. It's basically a stick staff which has like a flower-like tree top, but it's just bare bones. It's like a dead tree, essentially. That's pretty much it.
And now coming to Kush,
Yes,
what about you?
very well thought out.
So basically, like working on the YouTube page has exhausted you enough to get you to turn into like a skeleton. Okay, and lastly, we have Jeevan, the life of the party, coming in.
Yeah, you see two things. First off, you see a white barn owl, beautiful with a bridle around its mouth and a saddle on its back. And on top of the barn owl's saddle, you see a male pixie dressed up in greens leathers. I want to say leathers, but like leaf leathers, and carrying like two shaved bark cemetery stuff through his sides. And he is basically just chilling and looking around and trying to figure out why the hell he's come here to this like wasteland in search of a job. And he's trying to get food for his owl. Yeah. His name is Eldon. And his owl's name is Eldon.
Okay, Eldon.
Oh, totally forgot.
Yes.
My panther's name is Matata.
Matata. Okay, so
Yes.
Bovick and Matata. And Eldon and Eldon. And what's your name, Tush? In the ghost.
I love that. I think
So you know, all of you are sitting at this guild. All of you have come here for different reasons. You don't know what yet. And looking around, you notice that there's not really that many other people there. There's maybe the bartender who's standing at the bar. And you have this, you know, from what you could assume to be a really beautiful lady sitting at the corner. At this moment, the bartender feeling, you know, the energy of the tavern, of the guild really getting to him, and he's seen that he seems to be this sort of dude who really likes energy, and the fact that no one's here around right now is really getting to him. And you know, he walks up to the stall with a huge jug of beer, slaps it down onto the table, and yells, "Oi, adventurers! Have you come here seeking for maybe a quest?" And you see this gentleman pop up. So
do
he
we know
seems
each
like-
other? Sorry.
I would assume that you don't, but the
Okay.
fact that he's like, he looks at you, he seems to be having a bit of cold, which could be a reason why everyone stayed away. But you're like, "Oi, come on here, mate. Come here, sit here. Come and sit here. Let me pour for your drink. Tell me, what are you here for?"
No, do we know each other? Sorry. I got that question.
No, you don't know each other, but he's calling all of you to join to make
Oh,
that
okay, okay.
really
No.
fun.
Do three of us know each other, not the bartender?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows each other.
Okay.
Just calling you forward to come sit at the table and share a drink to get you.
Yeah, I'll go forward.
I hesitantly get up and I go over to him. Yes. What do you need?
Oh, what are you doing here, mate? Do you have something you want to do? Maybe a quest, maybe you're looking for something. I haven't really seen... and he looks at you up and down because you're looking a bit scruffy for him. He eyes you, Black Panther. You know, it seems like he's used to seeing, companions, animal companions, usually with travelers. But he's still keeping an eye out, especially like, you know, looking over his shoulder at like his roast beef sitting over there on the counter behind him. It's just like, keep a cat away from him.
Don't worry, he's not gonna do anything. He's completely fine. And
What about you? And he looks at Finn and he goes like, "You look absolutely like bones. You haven't eaten in a century almost." And he's just laughing. Just thoroughly pleased with his own joke, and then starts sniffling.
I look at
So,
him
yeah, what about
in
you?
utter disgust, and I just say, "Do you think I need fucking food, you bitch?"
there goes the 13-year-old waiting.
There's some travelers that come here with kids, you know. You don't want to have them here.
Well, death hasn't treated me well.
I mean, that still has you walking, though.
Oh, I don't walk. I'm just there.
So wait, do I see them both?
Yeah, you do.
I immediately look at. Gee, what's your character's name? I'm sorry.
Eldon.
I immediately see Eldon. I'm like, oh my god, what are you? I've never seen a creature like you. What's going on? What are you? Where are you from? I need to know everything. And I just go up, rush to him, and I just grab onto his little wings.
Oi, delicate. Fuck off. Stop touching me. That's abuse.
You can talk. How?
Yes, I can talk, child. Can you not see this? I'm just smaller than you, but that's about it.
I'm in complete shock.
Hands
I've never
off
seen.
the wings. Hands off the wings.
All right. I'm so sorry, but
Now
I've
we
never
can
seen
get
you
it.
all. Oh my god, you're so fascinating. What's your name?
Have you never been to the Feywild?
Sorry?
Have you never been to the Feywild?
No, I've never been.
You should. Bunch of us there.
I'm kind of new to the world. Like, I've been living in the forest for a long time, and I just got out.
You should have just stayed back, man. But well, here you are.
Why? But there's so many wonders. Oh my god, you have a pet owl! And I just go up. I go up to the owl and be like, I'm like just petting it, and I'm just like,
Be gentle, be gentle. One
just
hit
like
point.
pulling out the wings.
He likes to die.
I'm assuming your owl is going to struggle to get out. Jeevan,
Yeah, I'm just like opening up its wings and examining what's going on.
I'm gonna click my hands and the owl just disappears.
I look back at the fairy. I'm like, how do you do that?
Magic. While I'm doing it, I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna minor illusion like sparks coming out of my hand.
You are a very interesting being.
So while all this is happening, this elf walk up. So it's this dark-skinned man walk up to this tiny little fairy, take his little owl and start examining this bird, and this owl has a mortified look on itself, on its face. You wouldn't imagine a beak to show so much emotion, but it's clearly looking at its fairy owner and going, help, okay. And the fairy just quickly snaps it, and the owl disappears, and takes showmanship and a flourish of lights. He goes like, it's magic. Meanwhile, Finn, what are you up to?
I'm gonna ask the bartender, you speaking of a quest?
Oh, yeah. Of course I am. I mean, we're a guild. Quests are what we do. Quests are like everywhere.
What's a guild? I thought this was a bar.
Mate, if you walk inside a guild and not knowing where to go, what do you do?
I walk aimlessly. I have nowhere to go.
Why are you looking for a quest?
To maybe find somewhere to go?
Well, interesting. I could possibly start you off by directioning you to our notice. Go over there and maybe you can find a place.
Okay,
Are you the proprietor of this guild or something?
Oh no. That's like Lucy. Like Lucy, Lucille, sorry. Doesn't like politics. But Lucy can't use the guild. He's not in here. Who knows where Lucy is? Lucy's always been something spectacular out there, but yeah, Lucy's not here right now.
Laying on the jealousy a little thick, but sure.
It's not really jealousy, it's more of admiration.
Oh, the other end.
Great,
I'm so sorry.
man.
Okay. Was cool. Got it.
But
Adventure
yes, I would assume that all of you are here. If you're looking for a quest, I would still tell you to careful when you venture out. Things haven't been too good.
I'm not even listening to him. I'm just looking at Eldon and just like seeing whatever he's doing. I'm not even concentrating on what the bar keeps telling us.
Do these bad things you talk about fly?
They're not
Sorry?
bad things of that.
Then it's not my
particular
problem,
sort.
that's why.
It's more of a political issue.
Gotcha. The worst.
But yes, the guild is always desperate need for, some sort of work. And of course, any requests that come through here does have a bit of commission fee that you pay to us. But in return for that, we give you golden equipment. And of course, like any other facilities that you would like to gather here, like especially the Lucy person.
I look at him, I'm like, anything that ventures into the forests of this area, I'm looking to meet more creatures.
Well, how about you pop over to the border there? I don't think the creatures that you're looking for are the ones that you're seeking, unless, they're like him. And he points over to Fengar.
I look at him and I'm like, I'm just very wary of him. Because like I have not seen a creature like that, so I just don't interact. And then I look back at Eldon and see what he's doing.
Just gonna egg him on.
Huh?
Snap out, snap no out, snap out.
I'm just looking at that. I'm like, okay.
You want to go check out the notice board? You too, Skelly boy.
Yeah, well, can I do a perception thing to figure out if I know this bat problem? Sounds familiar, or perception, or what would it take?
It's not a bad problem. It's more of like a political issue that's happening. So you wouldn't, it depends. Have you traveled in any places where you would talk to people?
No, I have just walked endlessly and reached here.
Okay. And no one has pointed at you because this being Odium Lythi itself, it's not unusual. Okay. What about the other two? How have you found it? Do you wish to share how you found yourself here? Maybe in conversation to each other?
Yeah, sure. But basically, here because I heard this is a ship place, and ship plays usually have good jobs when it comes to like dispatching things.
What kind of shit jobs are you looking at? And do fairies generally look for shit jobs? I'm curious.
In all honesty, we are partly responsible for most of the shit jobs that happen around, but yeah, I like a little bit of danger to my ship.
And I usually just see Bovick like noting that down onto his little book. I'm like, okay, I got here through a trader ship. They brought me off here a while ago. I'm looking for creatures that roam around the forest here. Have you seen any?
So
And if not, do you want to party up and maybe go into the jungles and see what's there?
Sure,
At
depends
this
on what's on the board.
At this point, I cast Mage Hand and snap my fingers and like, hey bozos, over here, just to get their attention.
I turn and look at the ghost, still not looking.
Yeah, Skelly boy.
You people seem like you have purpose, ambition. Take me with you.
Relative term, but okay.
That seems like a good combination. A skeleton, a fairy, an elf. I think I might have the perfect job for you, and he's
There's
like
a 2.5 men joke in there. I'm gonna refrain.
It depends on the job, but So he walks over to the notice board and like calls you over. He points at it, and he's like, "Well, you have this one here about there's one of the merchant ships seem to be having a problem with the local pirates. Oh wait, I think that one's solved. Oh wait, here. There's this party that seemed to have lost their Blink dog, and he shows you this lost poster of like Blink One and just there, and he's just like, "Have you seen this puppy?" And it has like this adorable face. And then the last one is he says, "Wait, I think this might be good for you." And he looks at and he's like, "Maybe you'd find your purpose." And he shows you this like horribly written little notice for help, and it seems like it's been scribbled on, and like somebody is in panic just written it, but it asks for help in the local village right out of Fengar, where they seem to be having a bit of an undead problem, where bodies keep disappearing from their graves, and they have no idea what to do about it. And from the looks of it, and with the people that you can see, it seems like it's an assignment that no one has taken up.
I immediately leaned forward and I said, "Did you say undead? Is the warlock that raises dead is there?"
Did you say Blink dog?
What? What Ashwin said?
By the way,
Did you say undead? He's like, "Did you say Blink dog?"
I totally zoned out after I heard Blink dog. Just saying quickly.
So first he looks at you and he goes like, "It seems to be having an animal problem." He looks at your panther and he's just kind of like, "Oh, Master doesn't like you anymore, does he? Okay." And then goes back to Finn and says, so yes, it's yeah, I mean like the undead obviously fiends of any sort isn't something that's quite a rarity in the land that you're in right now, and I need to tell you, young boy, man, woman, that you know you can write.
Your voice just cut out a little bit. All man, women.
Boy and girl. That's all I got.
Boy, girl, thing, whatever you might be, you know, you certainly have a place here because your spot comes in play.
Okay, I contemplate and I look back at these two. And I look at
which pays
Bovick.
the most coin?
No, I look at Bovick first and say, "You wanted to meet new creatures? How about ones that were once dead?"
Oh, I've never seen creatures like that. That would be interesting.
You're seeing one
That
right
is a
now.
good-
Follow me and I'll show you more.
I step back. I'm like, what do you mean?
I mean, let's go figure this out.
He means we're going on an adventure here, friend.
All right, sure. I mean, I'm a little hesitant now that like, wait, what's your
Finn.
Finn? Yeah, that Finn's approach. I mean, like he's talking to me. Like, I still don't want to make eye contact because I'm a little wary.
Okay, at this moment, you hear a voice from behind you say, "Oh, boys." And then you turn around and you see this really pretty gypsy woman sitting at the back, just
What?
looking at both of you. I mean, looking at both
What?
of you.
Women?
Gypsy.
Gypsy.
Oh,
Gypsy.
gypsy.
Gypsy, yeah.
I
Gypsy
heard it
woman.
as pixie.
Even I heard pixie. It's like, okay, this is going to happen now.
So the woman on your screen right now is a wonderful artist has drawn, and his credit should be given in our description. But so you see this woman, and she's sitting at a table. It's obviously sleepy because the skull that's on the table is to her. And you also see that she's adorned with like a variety of garments and amulets and all sorts of things. She's absolutely covered, but right now she only has her eyes on 3 of you, especially your panther.
Does she look like she has a evil intent on, or is she just eyeing us right now?
She's just eyeing you. She's looking at you like someone calling for maybe a good seller. I'm imagining more of the women that sell bangles on like the Goan beaches.
Okay, right.
You totally got that. So basically, she's giving you that come sirs, I have a wonderful thing for your first visit. Thank God.
I immediately asked, do you know about this warlock who resurrects the dead?
Warlock that resurrects the dead. She looks at her skull, and she lifts up her skull and looks at it. Could be or not could be sort of fashion. And she goes, well, that is a question that you might have to look for yourselves. But I think you might be a little too late, I would say. Because, as you know, Fengar's gates close at night. And it is, and she looks up at the sky, and it's already dark. It's night.
Wait. Do we know this information that every night Fengar closes?
Well, since all of you have, Ashwin, you have a bit of an idea of it because you traveled on a merchant ship. The others kind of just found their way here, so they literally looked for the prettiest spot in Fengar. So now the main castle here is a little closed down.
Damn.
But what you would imagine the guild to be would be this building here.
We can't see. Can you just mark it, please?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh no, we can see the marker.
Where?
Look, she's doing the indication thing. All
So, this is basically the... Oh, shit.
I can do that. I can't. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so...
This is the guild, buddy.
This whole thing...
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Basically, you
and
are
this
right
is the main
here.
castle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main castle of Fengar. And you are now in this place here. You haven't traveled to the other places, but basically the way that most of you reached was coming through this canal.
Okay.
And it basically, the last stop is the guild.
Oh, okay.
So that's why none of you have spoken to everyone yet. But the way that Fengar is basically it's a merchant city, so most of the trading happens through these trading ports.
Okay.
So that's all that most of you know about it. I'm assuming that Eldon came here. Maybe he snuck on someone's backpack or something. Finn, I'm assuming, fell off to sleep at the bottom of a boat, or maybe he actually walked underwater all the way till he just randomly appeared here. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and Bovick, you actually being a traveler and having in the time that you have spent outside your childhood home, you have actually spent talking to black people and a bit of a hitchhiker. So you know a little bit about this, but even though you're someone who's not used to a big city, coming to the guild, what you're hoping for right now is a place to rest at night.
Right. Okay, and I forgot approach the lady. I forgot what's your good name?
My name is Nirvana, and I will give you life's most absolute pleasures.
What kind of pleasures do you bring?
No, buddy, no.
And she starts
Down, boy.
lifting
Down.
her skirt, okay? and takes one side of it and pulls it to the side, and you see, she has she points it out to you. She has a series of objects, and it's remarkable that these things would hang off her cloak like this, because when she pulls it out, it basically looks like a wardrobe. And even though the objects on it would be much heavier than something written on cloth, it seems to be hanging there for your display, And when she walks away to the side, you see that portion of it has stayed like a display cabinet.
She basically went from a sexy lady in a bar offering service to the cartoon equivalent of a corner street merchant just going with their coat.
Bro, she's the closet from Narnia. She's the closet from Narnia.
Opens her coat and you just see chains and watches.
Welcome to the TARDIS.
Yeah.
So she looks at all of you and she's like, so my prices are far, far, far more reasonable than you could get anywhere else in the past. And who would have ever heard of getting a bag of holding for just 10 gold?
Tips.
What?
Let's grow up our economy right off the bat. I want a bag of holding for 10 gold.
I want to.
Does it come in pixie size?
Well, I think we could arrange for that. And she basically takes the bag of holding and just does this, and then takes out a tiny little pouch.
Amazing. I'm gonna pay by 10 gold for that.
I look at that and I'm like, there's no way anything fits in that.
You could certainly do that. But apart from this, you look
Did she
like,
take out a bag of hoarding from a bag of hoarding?
So
Because
Don't give away the secret.
that's the thing. Let's
I
see what happens.
completely
Is her
forgot I need
dress
to worry
a bag
about
of holding?
I mean, you didn't do a check on the bag of holding.
Is her dress a bag of holding?
I mean, does anybody want to do a knock
something
on
is
check?
off.
Does
But it's
anybody
fine.
want to do an insight check?
I will actually. Can I do an arcana check on the bag to see if it's anything shit? Maybe.
Okay, so roll an arcana check.
Also, do I know, have I ever come across something like a bag of holding by any chance? Like I'm traveled, but not that well traveled.
Nope.
It
9.
would depend on. You got a 9?
Yeah.
Hey, you're typically good.
Hogar, can you
Somebody
change your
rolls
name
it.
on Owl there, please?
Yeah. Names in.
Oh shit. Yeah, I will do that.
So with a 9, there doesn't seem. I mean, you've never seen a bag of holding such as this before, but you turn it around, you look around it, you peek inside, you look at your owl, and you ruffle his feathers a little bit, and you take a feather out and put it in, and it seems to have disappeared.
No, that works. Good to know.
Do you say this out loud? It works. Good to know.
Yeah, I would. Yes.
I would
Of
say.
course it
for
works. Do you think the Great Nirvana would sell you something that's
For it to
useless?
work, you'd also have to be able to retrieve those feathers.
Yeah, you're right. I will
Put your
try and
hand
retrieve
in.
my feather.
Put your hand. You're able to do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it works. Put the feather back.
Okay.
Okay, does she look like she has anything else?
Whoa, sir. Asking me if I have anything else? I have so many things for you. We have, and then she takes out, she jingles this up she had. And we have for the archer in your soul to strike that true arrow. We have the basis of archery. Then
What? Races of archery.
You
Yeah,
get a +2
then-
on range attacks.
Yeah.
Then
Very,
we
very
have somebody who likes to be as mystical as myself. A driftload.
Huh? A what?
Then we have a
Driftload.
driftload.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It
You
produces
can
light.
Google it. Yes.
What is Google?
Dude, there has to be Google
Dude.
equivalent.
First level divination spell.
Really?
Really?
No,
First
it's
level?
not. I'm joking.
Okay, but if you want to know what a drift globe is, you can give me an Arcana check and I can at least tell you whether you're seeing it or
Nah, if I don't already know what it is, I don't think I want it.
not. Okay, cool. Then we
Does it
have.
look she has anything like a saddle or something that I could put onto Matata?
Well, she looks around her bag and she's like, maybe like today I don't have anything that I could give you, so I apologize for this, but I wasn't expecting to see companion animals. And then she looks at you, especially at this time. And for some weird reason, she also happens to be looking at your shoulder, like she knows something that others might not. Like you.
About
And-
me, like Bovick.
About you. Yeah, about you. It feels like she's looking at someone past you. About you.
Do we notice that?
It depends. Give me a perception check.
Do I notice like what she's looking at? Like
All of you give me a perception.
18 plus 2. Did it 20?
18 plus.
11 plus 0 for perception. Wow.
12 plus. Why have I not loaded up Bovick's sheet yet? This is dumb.
Unacceptable.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
Such tardiness.
I was so busy
Has to be
trying to figure out this stream thing. Did not run. Perception plus 6, sir. Okay. That
Plus
is
6, sir.
18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drew it, no?
Wow! Whoa!
18.
That was an unexpected jump. So both of you actually, like now the fairy, not even though it's like it's much tinier than everybody else, he does not happen to see this look of greed in this woman's eyes as she stares over its shoulder, and more than greed, it seems to be a hint of excitement, maybe. Like, she's like excited to see that it's good. She looks back to Finn, she looks at all of you. It says, one thing that all of you might require as adventurers, of course, is dust of disappearance. And she holds up this little pouch. And she says, or if none of these work, and what you require is just some sweet, sweet healing. I have these healing stones.
You said dust of disappearance? What is that?
Basically, it's like this powder that you throw, and it gives you, I think, pass without
Acts as
trace.
an invisibility spell or something.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Acts as an
invisibility.
spell.
Okay, yeah, I want that. How much?
So,
For
the
the
dust
sand.
of disappearance is for you, sir, since it seems like a man of your caliber. Are you a man? Anyway, never mind. Anybody buy like this about a customer. I will give this to you for just
100 what?
This is the
100.
cheapest.
I buy it, I get it.
offer on earth. None
How
of us
much?
should be walking, guys.
How much is it? Like how many charges or whatever?
So it's enough for one purpose.
One person. And
One
what about?
purpose. You can only use it once.
Doesn't matter
And
what size.
it gives you invisibility for 2d4 minutes, and any object.
Anything with any object or creature within 10 feet of you using it. So it's a one-time use. If you're all standing within 10 feet, we can go invisible.
What if I want to cast it on an object that I'm not holding,
That also works.
but still one charge only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Or maybe. And I would like you guys to just give me. Does anybody want to take an insight into her itself?
Also, I
Yeah,
want
why
to
is
know-
she giving it at such cheap?
Yeah,
Like,
this
I
is
would
very
actually like to check it
shady.
out.
I'm gonna do insight.
Yeah.
Also,
I
I
know
want to know
nothing
if
at
she sees
6.
what I think she's like. Does it seem like she can see what I think she can see?
from what you have an understanding of, you
Insight is
especially
+4.
practicing the arts that you do, you recognize this as a look of somebody else who recognizes what you are.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I have a 21 on insight.
A 21.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so you look at her, okay? And you look at her, and when she's looking at you, selling you this dust of disappearance, one thing you notice is that she looks like she feels slightly sad. Like, she's looking at you to be like, oh, it's too expensive. Oh no, lower the price. And you realize this woman loves to have you, but she's doing a terrible job.
Dude, this
So, and you
dude,
also
this is like
have
how I
this
started
feeling.
freelancing.
You have this feeling that if you ask her to reduce it, she will.
Okay, so Finn is very, in general, in terms of his
Poor?
character, he's very, he's very like angry and resentful and rude, but that's because he was, his death was taken away from him. But deep inside, he's like a very kind man, so he does not bargain anymore. I mean, does not
You
bargain at all, even though he knows that the
Okay.
price will reduce.
But you notice that like she's eager to sell to you all of you some more. So she hands you this. Do you want to buy the dust of discipline?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
healing, yes, and the healing potion.
The healing is for 90 GP each.
Oh, what was it? Is it a base healing potion?
So it's a greater heal.
A greater healing for 90
Oh.
GP. I'm not gonna
I don't-
negotiate. He's not gonna negotiate as a character. It's fine. I will pay one. I'll take one for myself.
Okay. Anybody else? Take it?
Shema, can I? So my character is same as Corvine in Lycan form, undead also and humanoid also. So
Okay.
will I heal or what will happen?
So you are still undead. You're not humanoid. So healing would do the reverse effect.
Like officially, I'm both.
I think in that case, how about
It
we do
both
it?
heals and hurts you for the same amount.
What? It's just water.
Yeah.
What if?
But you can feel it go down.
Wait, would you be considered undead? Is that what you are?
Yes.
I'm talking about the UI race, right?
Yes.
So I need to check whether undead also says humanoid. If it says humanoid, that means healing will work on.
Yeah. So I have. I mean, if you take my word for it, healing will work.
Okay.
But
then
it's. I mean,
I'll-
because last game the DM decided. That's why I'm asking you.
I'm wondering how to go about this. Do you change form at all?
No. I'm both at the same time.
Then I'd say how to keep it simple. You decide what you want. I'll put you in either.
Nice.
So
Okay,
you-
I also will take a greater portion of healing.
Okay, so you want healing. You wanted you to be the same as a human being.
Yeah. No, I can decide it right before I use it, no?
No. I mean to decide for the rest of the session because you don't change, which is why I'm wondering how to go about this.
I can't be both. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll take. I don't have any healing spells also, so I think I'll.
I mean, you don't need healing spells if you go the other way.
Yeah, but like I have no way to heal an undead also, no? So. Wait.
Yeah, you'll have to just
Oh, I
pause it.
have. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be
I
undead.
think you do.
I'm gonna be undead.
I think you can heal through necrotic or some shit. There should be
Yeah.
some counteractive
Yeah.
mechanism to.
Yeah, necrotic I
do
can
that.
heal, but I didn't have. I have a necrotic spell, so yeah, cool. I'll be an undead.
Okay, got it. Cool. That's
Oh,
it.
bastard! You're just gonna like self-heal yourself up.
Yeah.
This is going to be another session with Corvine essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, fuck, no poison damage at all.
Holy
Gee,
shit! I
your
have a
video is cut
necrotic.
out.
I have a necrotic damage
video is
cantrip.
what?
I can just keep
Your
doing.
video is cut out.
Whose?
Jeez,
I'm here.
No, is here.
what is going on? Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so
Never mind.
Bovick, do you want healing gem too?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so she looks at all of you, and she looks particularly disappointed because she asked you once more whether you want something, and seeing the disheartened look on your face, after selling the other thing, the companions, she looks at you and says, "Sir, I do not like seeing my customers sad. I really do not, and I hope that all of you will purchase again the next time you're at this gift. So, in good favor, I'd like to give you this." And she reaches out and from her pocket takes out this little amulet. You choose to make it into a brooch or a necklace, whatever you like. But it's just this beautiful little amulet made of a golden color? No, peach color.
Okay,
Do
for
I
each one
know
of
what-
us.
No, this is only to Ashwin.
Okay,
Like she
because he
gives
didn't
it
buy.
as a gift. Yeah, because she doesn't want him to not ever buy it.
Ah.
So she gives this to him in good favor, hoping that next time he sees her, she'll have something to sell.
I
And if you
take it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to wear it, sir? I can tell you what benefits.
Sure, and I'll hook. Can I just hook it up onto my staff, or is it like a wearable?
It is a wearable, but it's one of those sorts that has like chain to it, so you can either even pin it or you can wrap it around your staff if you'd like it.
Yeah, I'll
What
wrap
does it
it
do?
around my staff. What does it do though? I'm very curious.
So you wrap it around your staff and you feel there's this glow of like yellow that pours all over you. And suddenly you look rejuvenized, and even though right now you look disheartened, suddenly you feel it's bigger in your chest. And she says, "This will help you in your battle." So now you know, like now when you're going to battle, you will realize that you have an advantage in all your saving throws. And
What?
yeah, you have an advantage in all your saving throws, and anyone within 10 meters of you can add a +2 to their saving throw.
Oh,
A
nice.
+2 to there?
Saving throw.
What is this?
What is this? I'm like,
Even-
I can sense the power that's coming from this, and I'll be like, thank you. I've never been, nobody's been this kind to me before, and I just really look at her, and I'm still like eyeing her because I know she can see what I think she can see, so I'm a little hesitant also. And
She looks at you and goes like, one such as yourself, traveling with so many companions, and she looks around you and smirks a little bit, like in not in like a bad way, but like in
Right.
an impressed way, like
right.
this guy's got my eyes sort of way, and the others you don't really catch on to what she's saying, but Kush, you kind of like looking at this suspiciously, like what is going on with this?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're just two. What do you mean so many?
Maybe
We
that's
will
it.
take a DM call if you get to keep this item after this one session.
Yeah.
After this one shot.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, this is a
don't
strong
you
fucking
worry,
item.
guys. I have it all sorted out. Okay? I'm not
It's gonna
playing
the item's
favorites.
gonna kill him.
I'm not playing favorites. I'm just saying one person put in more effort in their character.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Okay? Or you can roll inside for that. Okay, so
Oh,
moving
dude.
on, like
Yeah.
the barkeep whose name you never asked. Okay, looks at her like, oi, lads, come have a bit of supper. And, I'll show you to your room. Stay for the night. It takes a day to reach the village. I'll draw you a map later. Would you like something to eat, some rest? We have, like I told you before, boarding rooms for
Radonale, please.
I'll have an ale as well, and you have some meat for my cat and some berries.
And yeah, he looks at the cat, but he's kind of like looks at it and goes, "It's a good cat," and goes and like cuts a nice slab of roast beef, puts it on this little platter, like steel platter, and sets it on the floor for
Matata.
Sorry. And he looks at you and pushes a bowl of veggies towards you. He looks at Finn and he's just like trying not to laugh, and he's like, so what would you like to eat?
I just look at him and I say, did you just say you will draw us a map?
Well, and he looks a little nervously, and he's just kind of like, likes Wormshots. If you would like it, I could give it to you. Of course. I am the best cartographer in the moss. So yes, of course, I'll draw something. And he's like,
That's my food.
"Oh yes, my fairy friend, I'm sorry. With an appetite as small as yours, would you like?" And then he whips out a flower.
The flower.
I assume fairies like pollen.
That's the. I specified ale and bread. You want to give me a freaking flower? You want to? No.
Oh, I apologize. And he basically
Piece of shit.
He turns around and takes his tiniest little measuring cup. Like that 30 ml.
Yeah, that's fine actually.
Takes that, fills it with beer, but unfortunately his spill was done quite poorly, so you have like 10% alcohol and the rest of it is foam. Okay? And he looks at you, Eldon, and he's like, maybe you could think it's a bubble bath?
I'm just gonna take like this little shell that I have and then like dip the shell inside.
1 second. What is your size?
I'm
Small.
tiny, dude.
It was tiny.
No, tiny.
tiny?
D&D tiny.
Like, how tiny? Like
A fairy,
1
like
feet.
Tinkerbell. He's like
Tinkerbell, like a thumb size.
Like 1 feet, yes.
1
Oh,
feet
1
is
feet
a
is
lot.
not-
1 feet is
Okay.
big, yeah.
Yeah.
1 feet is really big.
It's the size of a forearm, dude. It's not really that big.
But that is.
I mean,
But I was imagining
yeah,
you knee height up till now. But okay.
Oh, I was thinking of him
the
as
knee
like
height is
your
still too
height.
big.
I was thinking like hand, like palms.
Yeah, I thought he's
Yeah,
this big.
okay.
But Tinkerbell
Like-
is thumb size, no?
Yeah.
But that's tumbling
I'm imagining
Oh.
like till here. That is still technically okay. 10 inches, fine, cool.
Okay, so he's a tiny little thing, as big as.
I
like,
basically take the
Tinker-
shell and like dip my shell inside Bovick's glass and just drink out of that.
That
And
is
fucking
nice.
call it a day because fuck this bartender.
I happily share with the fairy. Like I'm just like very excited to learn what he can do. So
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
like, he's still like, you can see that this bartender clearly has something against Finn for the way he like spoke to him earlier. So he like reaches down and you hear like the sound just going like, and he takes up this back trap and looks at like Eldon and says, "For your bird, mate." And then
So
picks
actually,
up,
that's very sweet of you. And then
And
I
then-
snap out. Yeah.
and then takes up like another hand, and it has like this little block, okay, of this weird grimy little thing, and he hands it to you, Finn, and he's like, he's trying not to laugh, but he's like, "For you."
Okay. What is it? A slimy thing?
It looks like like a sort of cake, I would say, but it's made out of like I'm not sure as an undead whether you can smell it.
Oh, I don't know.
That's a good question.
So for you, it looks like an old brownie of sorts.
Okay.
Would you like to take a bite? Would you like?
No, I'm not taking a bite. I don't need food, so I'll just keep it in my bag.
You keep it in your bag.
Yeah.
So after this, he's like, I can probably rest. The gates open at dawn, and it was
I'm just gonna read about
fine.
my this thing species, if I can smell and all.
It doesn't.
Definitely hold a keen sense of smell.
You're a construct. I don't think you can smell.
Okay, so moving on. The bartender takes you over to.
Are we spending the night here? Are we sharing a room? How's it like?
Oh, come on. I would never force you to share rooms with these two. And he looks at you like you're the only thing that's like normal here. Okay. And he goes, no. He leads you down this passageway to a set of dorms right now. So, could all of you give me 1d4?
1d4.
1d4 is it?
Ooh.
1.
4.
1.
Okay, Bovick, since you went second, I'm just going to keep it But just to show you, this is your room, Kushakura. Anytime you come back, this is going to be your room.
Okay.
So whatever you want to do, whether if you want to leave things that you've collected also, you can leave them here.
Oh, okay.
So just think of this as your adventure room. Then we have Ashwin. This is your room.
Oh, damn.
Oh, lavish.
We roll for room size just now. Oh, I'm a fan.
And
I can't
for the
wait.
tiniest little member of our party and his house, this place.
Absolutely
Oh my
amazing. Amazing.
Oh,
Hey guys, this is what I mean by my rolls are big when they count.
So, also, all of you, that this also kind of puts into question how drunk all of you got from drinking the beer. So,
Nothing I didn't drink.
So for the next 4 hours, Eldon, you're passed out.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a fairy. My capacity is tiny. What do you expect?
Yeah, so you're out, okay? Like you go here to this little bed over here, and you just pass
Face
out.
down. Not
Yeah,
on the
but-
bed, on the pillow. The entire
On the
pillow.
pillow, the tiny pillow. Oh my god! I'm going to make this even. Can I make it even smaller? Yeah. See, that's him in the tiny pillow.
Very good.
Meanwhile, I'm assuming that since you're an undead, you don't need to sleep. So, Finn, you're just pacing about your room.
Yeah.
You're really not doing anything. If you had to even look at your room, you'd see that, you look around it, you see that it's dusty and there's cobwebs. And clearly, even though this might look like the biggest room, the party does not look.
I am very surprised that this guild has such nice rooms.
It's the
And-
biggest guild in.
Oh, Also, did I see which room Eldon had gone into?
You do. So I would say that it's kind of like this.
Oh my god, your photo is huge.
Okay, so just to mark out. So I assume that this is your room, Finn.
Okay.
This is your room, Bovick.
Okay.
And
Where's the master bedroom?
the
Where's
room here is Eldon's.
oh,
If I had seen where Eldon had gone, I would try to follow him and see how he sleeps.
Oh my god.
And I will keep a lookout for his owls.
No, the owl would definitely not be like. Would
But
not be there.
while you try to do this, you notice that you're feeling really
Okay.
So it depends on you. Do you want to fall off to sleep right where you're standing?
I don't mind. I'll still sneak up. Like I'll try to like just be. Just I want to see how he sleeps. I have to know. Bovick as a
So-
character has to know.
I'll say you're standing here and you pass out. I'm going to actually assume that you're in his room.
Wow.
Yeah, I would have like if as long as I don't see the owl and alert the owl, I will even sneak into the room.
The owl won't be there. So,
Okay, so
if
that's-
you want to
that's
sneak it, you can try
literally-
sneaking it.
That's little Eldon over there. I'm just looking at his name. Eldon. Hey, Eldon. There we are. You can't see it unless you zoom in. Then we have Bovick,
God.
who's coming here. I would assume you are standing somewhere here. I'm going to make it a little bigger than this size.
And if I see him, I'm just gonna start sketching how he sleeps.
Okay.
Do I not get a perception check or anything so that I can like even
You're
though pass?
out.
You're
You're
out.
I'm totally
out.
out.
You're drunk as hell. I would also imagine Bovick being Bovick and not really understanding
Etiquette.
etiquette. Goes and just lies in the couch right there. Doing a reverse, Titanic scene over here where he's like, everything.
Creepiest shit on the planet.
Pretty little fairy, okay, for his notes. And Bovick will fall off to sleep. Now, give me a D20. No, give me a D100.
A D100. Please don't do this. 71.
71. Now, Bovick, while you're falling off to sleep here, you've been looking at this fairy sleeping, snoring extremely loudly. That's a note you have made to yourself. Fairy snore.
Thanks
And-
a lot.
Oh, Jeeva, this is so much like a character in real life. Sorry, this is so much like you. I forgot you don't play a character in real life. It's just you. Okay.
I am a character.
So, Bovick, so you're slowly settling into restful slumber. Would you like to actually begin maybe a token of Matata here?
Sorry?
Would Matata be here with you?
No. He would be. I would have put him back to my room, and that's it. There's no way I would have brought him into the room. I would have let him.
Okay. Got it. So, while you're sleeping, you see the embers of the bonfire start fading out. The vision starts getting some blurry as you look at this little snoring fairy. It's clearly drunk out of this. And you settle down, and just going past your drawing book in your pen, fall out of your hand, and you start having this dream. You start having a dream of the place you grew up in. Start this wonderful dream of grassland, animals, around you have the image of this strong yet silent man by your side. You look up to as a father, and it seems like a nostalgic memory that almost brings a tear to your sleep. And while you're watching this, you look at this. You find a fairy that you're chasing, and you're chasing. From Eldon, it slowly starts shifting from the woman. And as you chase her farther and farther into the woods that you really love, and the ArtAbyss and the companions that no one else has seen there about. And as you follow this fairy into the woods, slowly starts to change shape. And when she's changing shape, you see that she settles in the ground. And it's weird because you wouldn't imagine this possible, but as she walks, it seems like you don't know whether your vision is distorted, you don't know whether it's because of the alcohol you have. But the vision starts getting distorted and she starts to appear away. And the farther away she walks, the larger she gets. Until she, from the back you would assume her, anybody else would assume her a child. But to you, when you look at her, you immediately recognize she's a halfling.
She's a what?
She's a halfling. And she looks at you and she positions you, asks you to come closer. And it's weird because even though in your head you're looking at her and what you're thinking of, that strong, feelings for a mentor, like someone that you respect, someone that you admire, someone that has shown you the ways of life, but the way that she's looking at you now, though, is definitely not how a mentor should be. And as she asks you to come closer, and even though, your druid self, like, if she doesn't have an animal on her, why would you be interested, Despite these feelings, you still walk towards her. And you take a walk, step, another step forward, another step forward. And you reach her and get down on your knees. And she asks you to close your eyes. Now, give me a d20 wisdom check.
What?
Give me a d20 wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw?
Does he have advantage from the item?
Yes,
or
he
is
does.
he the one that fucked him over?
Yes, he
That's
does.
only in
Good,
combat.
good,
no?
good.
Cool.
Oh, it's only on combat, or I don't have a...
Saving throw. Any saving throw.
And I
She said combat in the beginning.
Oh yeah, I mean, I said you'd realize this in combat, but it's basically what you say.
Oh, okay.
25. Wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Okay, so immediately, you suddenly just open your eyes and you see this person hovering right above your face, and it looks like, she's just about to kiss you. What do you do?
I'm in a dream, but I can... Do I know I'm in a dream, or is it just...
One way to find out.
The fact that you know that you're not you're not in a dream. You clearly know this, that you're not in a dream. You wake up immediately as soon as, because it's this dream that you had is so jarring, is so unusual, it's so opposite to everything you know in your life that it's shaken you away. And you look up, you see, you can barely make out what it is, but there's a person in front of you who's attempting to kiss you. And
if it's the image I think who I know, I will try to kiss her back.
Okay. You do that, and she squeals.
Damn, you're
What?
She squeals in
Joy or
in joy.
terror?
But I mean, actually, give me an insight.
Oh, okay.
Give me an insight.
Definitely
I
not
would-
thinking that.
I was thinking she's squealing in terror.
Yeah, even I thought that.
No. She is.
He's gonna make a proficiency joke there.
I got 15.
Got 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So, damn it, Ashwin, that's good rolls, man. Okay. I'm sorry. So she basically she looks at you and goes, "Will you be mine?
What?
Huh?
Will
Sorry.
you be mine? Are
was
you
always
ready?
your-
Have you agreed? Will you be mine now?"
I was always yours. You were my mentor, my
So at this
My-
point, you realize
my world.
it's not the same girl.
okay.
That's
Wait,
not
what
a-
is happening? Is it part of
Yeah.
Bovick's backstory, or is it
Yes,
part of
it
our
is.
Yes.
forward story?
I think it's
But
my
that's
part of
not
my
a-
backstory, but I don't think. Okay, so and now I know it's not her.
Yeah, like you can't. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
You do
Elf, yeah.
to 30
Eldon
feet, right?
60.
60 feet.
60, yeah.
60? 60 feet,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you can clearly, now that you've been shaken away from this and you have willingly smooched her once more, you suddenly notice that, wait, this person here does not feel the size they're supposed to be. They're much larger, for one. And second, they happen to be hovering. So you push back and you're just like, whoa. And she comes again and she's like this little very excitable little child sort of thing. And she's just almost skipping in the air and she's looking at you and she's like, will you be mine? Will you be mine forever?
Do I know what it is?
Give me a history.
Also, and as I'm looking at this person, I scream and call out Eldon's name. I'm like,
Okay,
Eldon!
Eldon's passed out. Okay, so it's useless.
I'm
Eldon's
still-
owl though, if you
I
want
am- I'm still screaming. I'm just fucking screaming. I'm like, Eldon, I need help. Eldon.
Then
Can I
you
hear
do
this?
Then can you give me your what's your passive perception?
Passive. I'll check.
I think it would be passive perception.
History is 16. I got history.
60. Okay.
Passive perception is 12.
It's 12. Okay, one second.
Eldon, where the fuck are you, Eldon? I need help.
Wait, your AC was 16, right?
My history check was 16.
Your history check was 16, and Finn, your roll was?
I didn't roll. I gave you passive
Oh,
perception.
your passive perception is 12.
12,
right? So you don't hear any of this. Okay. And Eldon, you're still past. But if you want, if your owl is still with you and if it's
No.
capable of thought, maybe it can do something.
Owl is not.
If,
Owl is a utilitarian owl. It's not a.
Okay, do I
what
know
about
what it is?
what about Matata? What is
Matata is asleep. Yeah, if Matata's passive perception is
if he has a passive perception
16.
over 16, perfect, yeah. So he hears you. He wakes up and comes in. I'm going to give I think, yeah.
and as soon as I see Matata, I'm like, I don't know what that is. I need help. I don't know what it is, and I'm just a complete panic. And if I see that Eldon is still not awake, I'm going to try to cast infestation, the cantrip, and
Oh,
send out a
God.
couple of bugs to him so that they gnaw him at him and try to wake him up.
Okay, but he's here. He's here. Like, he has realized that his master is calling for him. He's come out here. And just to see the figure that's in front of you, I am just shifting.
My history check, but whatever. Do I know what it is? Do I not know what
You got a 16, right?
Right.
Okay, so then I'm going to give you a clear. You don't exactly know what this creature is because you haven't come across it before, but you've heard stories of it.
Okay.
And this is how she looks.
Get fucked, dude. Get fucked. I know what that initial system say was for. Get fucked.
Oh, there's some
Holy-
hentai shit.
Was.
As a character, nothing. Me? Damn, son!
Okay, so she is here.
Respect.
Alright. And so, what is she's just still asking me for another kiss? What is happening?
Yeah, she's on your lap. She looks ecstatic because you had like reciprocated her feelings, and she's basically bouncing up and down on your lap.
How tiny is she?
She is a normal human-like figure. Like she seems to have wings.
Is she
but
human
those-
13 or human 18 or human 22? Don't answer that. It's okay.
Let's just
You don't have to answer me,
Let's
it's
just
fine.
say it's
Do not.
legal, okay?
Cool. Vampires,
Bovick-
right? It's
Bovick
vampire
has-
lollies, PS.
Bovick
It's
has
not a
no idea
vampire.
what legal or illegal means. Just saying.
So now the question is whether Matata is going to attack her or not. So she looks
I'm-
like this little devil girl, who's like jumping up and down like that. And she's just like really happy, and she's just like, I found my prince charming, I found my prince charming. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at her. I'm gonna look at Matata. I'm like, get the undead guy, and I'll just tell that to Matata, and I'll cast infestation on Eldon, trying to wake him up still, and I'll be like, what are you? Who are you? What do you want? To the creature. 3 actions suggested.
Okay. So Eldon, can you give me a roll for your perception, I guess? Would it be
Perception, right? I have 0 modifier, so it should be fine.
So I'm going to say, since you were supposed to be out. Oh, okay. I was
19.
going to
Oh,
give you
nice.
an 18, and this happens. So fantastic, I guess. Okay. And yeah, Eldon, you're up, man. You are like shaking away
Oh.
the little pixie dust out of your eyes. Looking at like, huh? What are you doing in my room? Okay? Like, you're just like a little like, whoa there. If you're looking at them, you're just kind of like, whoa there.
It's like, yeah,
Could
guys,
have
get your own
invited me
room.
first.
Dude, sharing is caring. What the fuck?
Wait, is he your friend?
Who are
Who
you?
the hell are you?
I have no idea,
Wait.
man.
What the hell are both of you doing inside?
She like wraps a hand around like Bovick's like neck, and he's just kind of like, he's my beloved.
Yeah, he's in my room, and so are you.
What are you?
I'm your dream girl. Not
Would I have any idea what the fuck this is? Because I can't see the wings and the tail and the horn.
You can
Pixie
try
would know.
And right?
doing archive?
Yeah,
History
that
check?
would be.
History check? History check.
8+. What is my history? Not bad, I'm assuming. Yeah, 12.
Okay, so from your perspective, especially since you were drunk and you just woke up, you look at her and you're just like, damn, that's one fine big girl. Okay, and you're like, you think she's just like a fairy in a kinky devil suit for Halloween.
Dude, whatever the fuck that is, can you please take her out of my room?
I don't know what it is.
this?
I don't know what she is. She just appeared out of nowhere.
Meanwhile,
Do you
Finn
need
in the
help?
other room.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the panther is coming to
Yeah,
get
the
me or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
asked
just
you about it.
assuming you've come back and
Okay.
you're also here. Like,
Okay.
would you actually no? Asking you, do you want to come back?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
for
want
sure.
to check?
It's my new companions.
Okay. So you end up there, and you basically walk up to see this little fairy standing very angrily on his pillow, like the fucking asked me to join, man, sort of way. Okay, and like you see.
That's
like,
not what I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just like, fuck off.
Okay, you see a fairy who's just kind of like, I want to fucking sleep. Get out of my room. Meanwhile, you see Bovick sitting looking like, oh my god. Okay, like, what is this? Okay. And you have this girl with like black wings sitting on him,
By the
and
way.
horns and all that, sitting on his lap. And just like,
Got close to my neck.
she is basically right now, she is rubbing her cheek against yours.
Okay, at that point of time, first of all, I'm obviously going to be freaking out, but you will notice a small little spider crawl out of the back of my neck and my hair, and you're going to see little nightshade sitting on my shoulder and like crawling up onto her face, just for
So
her.
she's looking at this, and then she goes, "Cutie!" and she takes it and puts it in her mouth.
What? No!
And she starts chewing, and now I think it's a strength check against your spider's AC.
So I can see that Bovick feels hostility out of her. Right.
The moment.
So
Listen, do a strength check now. Do like a strength save for your spider. I guess is it a strength save? What?
Yeah, make it a contested strength check.
No, actually,
contested.
Cool.
Contested strength check. Okay.
Strength check. Oh god.
It's a spider.
I had gotten. Woohoo! Yikes! A 9.
A -1.
Wow, you have.
-1.
Wow.
So your spider's gone. Like she is crunching at it.
Like
and
it's
she's like,
-4.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just like yum, and then she's like, "Dad, you're going to feed me?" And she almost has tears in her eyes. But I'm so happy at having found someone who cares for her.
Fuck this. The moment she does that, I just go ballistic, and I am going to attack her.
Okay.
I am going to attack.
Okay.
I am going to use ice knife at 2nd level. Like you just see this, and I'm just gonna attack her straight up.
Okay.
The moment she starts chewing on nightshade, I'm just gonna.
Yeah. So I think that would be a surprise attack. So go for it, and then we roll into initiative, guys. How about we try out what Ashwin was talking about today, and I'm going to pick the initiative order as the places you guys are at. So it would be Bovick first, then you have the girl's reaction, then Matata, then Finn, and lastly you.
Cool.
Does that work?
Oh,
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah. So go for it, Bovick. Start ahead. If she has a reaction, she can use it.
Fucking hell, natural 1.
Okay.
I just flip my shit and I start firing ice knife out of my hand. Like you can just see spikes.
Hey. We're in initiative now, so one action, one bonus
I know.
action.
I'm just saying, like, it just forms and just completely misses here because it's not going to hit.
Okay. She is going to be mortified at what you do. And, she's going to you can see her little temple, and she's like, You attacked me? You attacked me, my love? And she just goes like, How could you attack me? And she reaches out and claws at your face, okay?
Sure.
Oh shit.
And let's see if that hits you.
Nice.
Okay, that is a... Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay. And you receive... so sorry. 5 plus 3. 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
Alright.
she is going to literally it seems like she's not really thinking about this too well, but she kind of is looking at you in rage and is holding your face and screaming at you how could you hurt me? Okay. And it's Matata's turn.
Matata cannot do anything because I didn't say anything. doesn't take an action unless I command it to take an action.
Okay. So it's Finn's turn. Finn, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast sleep at level 2.
Okay.
So that's 5d8. That's
5d8.
36. Is the HP less than 36?
It's not.
Oh damn. Okay, then nothing happens. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I wanna. How are they standing? How far away from each other are they?
She is literally still on his lap.
Oh, she's still on
that
his lap.
would be like 5 feet away.
Okay, I'm just gonna move in. Like, I don't know. Should I move? Yeah, I'll move like right here, like in front of her, so that. Yeah.
Do
That's
you
it.
have enough distance for that? I'm sorry, the map is fucked. But yeah, no,
I mean,
so
it's a room, no?
yeah, I'm just gonna
55
zoom it
feet.
down. I'm just yeah, it's a little too far. Okay, so going down.
Okay.
It's 100 feet across. I think biggest for you guys.
Oh my god, I
That's
sat
good.
for so long trying to fix these maps and they were not working out, and I was like, theater of the mind, y'all, let's go with it.
Okay, I wanna be like right in front of her, so that yeah, I'll tell later, so that what. But yeah,
That's
that's my turn.
Okay. Then it's your turn, Eldon.
I will cast Fireball right there. Okay, I'm kidding. I don't have access to Fireball. Yeah.
Bolt you can do.
Huh?
Fire bolt maybe try,
Firebolt, yes.
but ball it seems.
Okay, so basically I don't understand anything. I just know that this is some weird shit happening. So I am gonna magic missile at 2nd level right on her. All 4 darts.
Wow.
Okay. Your turn.
I think that's 4d4 plus 4. Let me roll that.
Yes.
What?
4d4 plus 4.
3, 4. Oh, 14 points of damage. That's it.
How much?
14 points of damage.
wait. It doesn't. You don't even need to roll to hit.
No,
No, magic missile always
magic
hits.
missile just auto hits.
Damn.
And I will fly by closer over here.
Okay. Okay.
That's my turn.
I love that he's so tiny.
Big.
Yeah,
guys.
dude,
I just
it's-
have to say, it's just adorable. I'm
So wait,
gonna
wait.
zoom
I'm
in.
increasing it a little bit because I can't fucking see it.
Sorry.
But yeah, bonus action. I'm gonna start singing.
Huh?
Yeah, I will figure out the song, my Blade Singer song by next session. I can't make up my mind. But I'm gonna start singing and I'm gonna activate Blade Song. That's my turn.
Okay. And it's back to the top of the order. Bovick, what would you like to do? Right now, since Finn is next to you, I will allow both of you to take their action. So if you want to
Okay.
do a combo move or anything.
So, what I want to do, since I am like at her face right now.
I mean, at her face is Bovick's face. Okay, so-
I mean, I'm like right there, in front of both of them.
okay.
So, Bovick, do you want to go first?
I am still in a fit of rage. I cannot hear anything. It's just blind rage at this point at this creature that's in front of me. And I am going to take out my quarterstaff and try to knock this off my lap.
Okay.
I'm-
Do you want her DC for that?
I'm going to roll to hit. I'll just tell you. Hold on. Does
AC, sir.
does E
16?
18 hit? No, 16.
And
19 hit. Sorry. 19.
Yeah, 19 there.
Okay. And I have no idea what is. Oh shit! I keep going to D&D Beyond to try to roll the damage. 1d6 plus 1. It's 7 points of damage, and I just whack her in her face. And I'll tell Matata at that point in time, attack.
Okay, do you want to? I'm going to give Matata's attack after hers because he's that far.
Yeah, cool.
Finn, you can also assist if you want to, since you're right next to him. So if you guys want to do a combo, you can. Otherwise,
Does
she's
she
going to
fall
react
down?
first.
Does she fall down?
She does. She falls right to the ground. Right.
Okay,
She's
so
just
I'm
stuck
going
over
to.
there. No, actually, the way it would be is he pushes her and she takes flight a little bit. But because of how small this room is, she can't really fly very comfortably. So she's just kind of like awkwardly just like.
So I'm at point blank still, right?
Yeah, you are. I think within like say 10 feet of her.
10 feet. No, I was right.
Okay, right next to her. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You can, I'm just thinking of how far you would have pushed her. So, yeah,
Okay.
you all would be in the same range.
Right, so I want to cast Burning Hands at level 2 at point blank range.
Okay.
And it's a cone attack, so it should not hurt Bovick. Like it's.
Set my room on fire.
I mean.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
I'd
I
say
cast
she was
that.
pushed and she's come here.
Okay, and it's a dexterity saving 13 DC.
13.
Yeah. On fail, she takes
God.
half. On fail, she takes full damage. On this thing, she takes half.
That is 18.
Oh, okay, she saves, but
37.
still gonna roll a 4d6. Oh, what? Oh! I've got all 6s on all 4 dice. Dude, I have to take.
Oh my god!
You
that's
have to take a
wonderful.
screenshot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, you are
that's
right. Oh my
fantastic.
god.
Oh shit.
Holy
You're
shit.
great.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so
she
that's
takes a 12
12 points of damage. Got it.
Dude.
Okay.
That's an
And-
amazing roll.
Yeah.
At
fuck.
this point, she looks at all of you, especially you, Bovick, and snarls. And then she's like, one day, you will learn to love me. And she just vanishes. And you guys are out there.
I just
He
dropped
vanishes.
down I just dropped down at that. The moment she disappears, I just dropped down. I'm like sobbing my eyes out. I'm like, no, Nightshade, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna
fucking
cast
shattered.
Druidcraft to put out the flames from the flaming hands around my room
I'm gonna look
while
at
he's
Bovick.
crying.
I'm gonna look at Bovick. Like, what the fuck were you trying to do here?
What the fuck are you doing in my room?
Like I'm in utter shock, and I'm like, I don't know what she was. She just appeared. I was watching you sleep, and I must have dozed off. I don't know what she
I
was.
don't know
him
if you
sleep?
like people
She-
watching you or something, but you can do this shit in your own room.
I'm sorry. I can't think right now. What? I just like
Okay,
sit
okay,
there
okay.
completely.
Take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. Come on.
I look at him.
Follow me.
I kneel down to him, put my hand on his shoulder, and I say, I was dead once too. And this warlock brought me back. Maybe if we can find him, he can bring your spider back too.
My spider is in her mouth. Where's the body? I don't know how to get her back.
Yeah, well, you can't just give up.
Oh no, the spider's
I'm-
gone, buddy. It's not a familiar or anything that you can re-summon, right?
No, it's a
It's
pet.
gone. I'm so sorry.
And I'm just like sobbing, and I just walk out of the room. Like I just ignore it, and I call my tata over, and like I don't know what's going on. I need some a drink, and I leave both of them in the room.
I look at Eldon and I say he
I-
walked
I-
off as if this was like, as if we understood what the fuck happened here.
Grief takes many forms, child.
Child, I have literally completed my lifetime.
Okay, child. Now you also get out. I need my sleep. You think the skin takes like... No, wait.
But what happened here? What is?
I woke up to him getting dry humped by whatever the hell that was. And I
were
thought he was
asleep?
enjoying it. I didn't know he was crying behind that.
Do you
didn't have,
think
like-
this creature put you to sleep?
No, I'm just thinking it was the alcohol. And I'm starting to feel it in my head.
And Bovick said something about watching you sleep. Was that something you're into?
No. I do not know how to process that. Firstly, I'm not gonna say I'm not flattered, but I'm also extremely fucking concerned. The guy's weird. I'm not gonna lie. And he's the one who looks the most normal amongst us, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I don't know what to do now. I think I'll just
Just
also
go to
leave.
sleep, buddy.
Yeah.
Just go to sleep. I'm gonna summon Eldon and make him like go after our little friend, and if he gets into any more trouble, to come wake me up.
This fucking place. I think this guy is trouble. As I
I
walk
think
out.
this guy is trouble. Yeah, I think he's trouble. Did you notice how weird that lady was acting with him?
Yeah, I'm sure she knew him or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. I mean,
Okay.
do you get any feeling that that lady and this lady were connected?
You mean the gypsy?
Yeah.
I have no. Did
I
do
mean,
they
gypsies
look-
are no fun to begin with. They're always so shifty.
She did sell everything for very cheap, which is kind of shady. But
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
mean, he
you're
is
right.
wearing a ring, not a ring, an amulet that she gave him. So that.
Do you
could
think
be-
we should go check that out? You know what? Let's go and see what the
Yeah.
amulet is about.
I'm gonna go to Bovick.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go and follow on.
Is your walking speed like less than 30, or flying speed or whatever?
My flying speed is 30. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I invite you to sit on my shoulder.
Happily.
Okay, so we walk out.
Oh wait, my flying speed is 40. My flying speed is 40. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'll hitch a ride.
Cool. We exit.
Okay. You reach Bovick's room. Wait, actually, I'll pull that up. So that you guys got that.
I cannot believe my freaking.
I asked you, Ashwin.
I know.
I did not expect that to happen, and I did it as a joke, but it was fantastic.
It was great. It was great, no doubt. Like it's all good.
Minus
It's
one
all
on
good.
strength check to 2.
At first he's just like, oh shit, I rolled a 9. And like, I rolled a -1.
I know, I swear, I thought I was going to lose out on it, and then suddenly I'm like, oh my god, that spider is dead. It's gone. Okay. There's like no way for me to even bring him back. Okay, and be like, oh, maybe this happened.
Anyway,
So you see, you both walk in, and you
Hey
see,
bozo,
like-
wake the fuck up.
Yeah, you see him moping on the bed.
You
he's
sad shit.
crying. He's crying about
Positive
his dead
reinforcement.
spider. You see his little panther, this little feline over there, cuddling up to him and like purring, like, you know, like from the way that the panther is sleeping, you can clearly see that she did not give any fucks about that spider. But Bo clearly is very affected by it. What do you guys do?
Right after saying wake the fuck up, you crying fuck, I say, why the fuck are all your rooms better than mine?
Wait, what do you
I
mean?
just-
Why is your room bad?
I just look up.
Yeah, it's filled with spiders and their webs. I say that
Oh, see,
deliberately.
that's good news. That's the good news for you, isn't it, Bovick? And you don't sleep anyway, so why the hell do you care? You just said you don't sleep.
And as he mentioned spiders, I just like fall more in my pillow.
I'll get you another fucking spider. Stop crying.
Fuck you.
Okay. Can you give me that amulet, please? I want to see something. I have a
I
theory.
just I just point to my staff that's hanging next to the bed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I pick it up. I take 10 minutes to cast Identify.
Cast identifier.
Oh wait, shit! Please tell me I have Identify. No, I'm an idiot. I don't do that. I just take time to see if it's bad in a way. Guys, I failed you as a party wizard.
I look at them as like wizards.
And I just get up and I'm like, what do you guys want? I just
think
lost
this
a
amulet is
companion.
cursed or some shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask the gypsy who sold it to me?
I mean, no proof, so we're trying to get proof.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't exhibit any cursed behaviors then. It just did a few moments back. So
Yeah, you know what? Let's go and see if we find a crying gypsy. Why not?
is there no way we can just see a curse, like if we roll normally without any spell?
Nope.
No way.
I don't know.
I mean, if any of you has dealt with gems before,
I don't know, man. I don't have memories.
okay, I don't think any of you would have.
Wait. So there's this thing called memories of past life. Okay. So basically, I can roll any
Ooh,
check
yeah.
and add a d6 to it to remember stuff from my past life. So can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Investigate and add a d6.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
And as he does that, I'll take the staff and I'll be like, Adler, I need you safe close to me. And I take the twig blight that is actually merged into the staff to make it look like a staff. And I put him into my cloak and I'm like, you stay safe, buddy. I don't want to lose you too.
Okay, so I have a 14 on the d20 plus 1, so that's 15, and a 5 on my d6, so that's a total of 20
Oh, nice.
on my investigation.
20. Okay, so this is very strange. So as you peer at this amulet, and you being someone who is void of most of his memories, all you remember, as I mentioned, was the warlock that reincarnated you. But as you look at this gem, some remarkable reason, you feel like you know what this is about. You look at the gem and you can see that it's a fine cut of stone. It has a beautiful like peach color to it, and it's radiating heavy magic. And the sort of magic that it seems to be, the reading seems to be of, I don't know how to pronounce this. Abjuration? Is that how you-
Abjuration. Yeah.
Abjuration.
So
I
it
don't know
seems
what
to
that
have,
means.
it seems to have like a really powerful magic on it that seems to be abjuration. And yeah, and you look at it and you know for the fact that this gem is legit. Like it is a very powerful gem, but you don't remember anything else apart from that. You know its purpose. You know what it's used for storing. If you remember in Land of the Moss, one thing that's prevalent everywhere is the use of rift stones that are used to contain certain different energies or magic in it. Even your healing stones that you have with you are a type of rift stones, which are for healing and are a light green color. Now, what would you guys like to do? Would you like to rest for the night and check out the bar in the morning, like the bartender, the woman again, maybe, or do you like set out right now?
Do I know that this is not cursed, or do I just not know?
You know that it's used to store this, but you have no, like, you do not as a, like, you as a fiend have a feeling that you can feel a similar wavelength with the locket, with the amulet, sorry. But apart from that, you don't really know whether it's cursed or not. But you have a strong inclination that it is.
Okay, so I just tell Bovick that I cannot explain this feeling. But I'm dead, and I feel a similar vibe from this amulet. I would recommend you throw this the fuck away.
You can keep it. I need some space. Just leave, please. And I'm like, keep the amulet. That's it.
Is this thing a bonfire thing? This thing?
Yeah, but it's not lit.
Okay, then fuck it. Okay, then I just take the amulet and so I don't know what I do with it. I take it outside and I throw it somewhere. I don't know where. Is there a dustbin in the corridor or something?
I mean, there are certain spots. It being
I want to try
fashion
and destroy this rift stone. I wanna throw it down and stomp on it.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Shema had all this planned, and nothing has gone to her plan at this point
It's
of
a
time.
nat one on
Actually, it
strength.
has. Everything
It
has
has?
gone exactly to my plan.
Yeah,
It's a nat one
she
on
killed the
strength.
fucking.
Spider.
It's a nat 1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you slip and fall when you're doing this. You slip and fall, and you see there's a bit of a chip on your elbow.
A chip.
On the elbow bone.
Elbow.
God.
Elbow.
Elbow bone. Elbow and elbow.
Oh my god, it's like Eldon and elbow and elbow.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that was so bad.
I was like, oh, this is fucking cursed. And I
Right.
look at the pixies. You take care of this. I'm not touching that shit now.
Sure. I put it in a bag of holding. Hey, taken care of.
And at that very moment, I say, aren't you worried
It's my
about?
other campaign's go-to solution for cursed items. Bag of holding.
No, but didn't the same gypsy give you this bag as well? Are you sure it's okay?
And it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, if you wish so. Then I guess I look at him, I look at Bovick and I say, I'll leave you to your fucking crying and leave.
As he goes, I'll just flip him off.
I don't see that.
Yeah, you don't see. I'm just like, as you turn,
I'm gonna go to Bovick and I don't know the first part of anything that happened. I'm just gonna be like, dude, yeah, she was hot, but don't worry, we'll always find another one. It's okay. And then I also go back to my room.
completely confused look on what the hell is that? What he just said.
I
No
never
idea.
saw a spider. I didn't know what the fuck got eaten.
I know. I'm just like, Bovick is just giving a dead expression, like, what the fuck did you just say? And I go to bed, and I'll be like, Matata, guard the door.
So the hours passed and nothing else happens. Over, you still have reckoning dreams of this halfling woman that you are still, suddenly from having been on your knees earlier, now chasing her through the woods. And it seems to be almost torturous to you. It seems to be like you're having a bit of a nightmare because the more you call out to her, the farther she's disappearing. And you feel like you're being punished.
Okay.
And then city bells ring in the mornings, like new day for the harbor and the market especially. You hear like the bartender's voice from outside your door coming back. Oi! Oi, you lot! Get up! Get up! Get
Oh
up!
god.
We
Why is it
have
so hard to
some
sleep here?
quests for you, some commissions for me, and Lucy's gonna be so happy about it. Okay, and he basically kind of like, are any of you still going to pretend to be asleep?
Huh?
No,
Any of
sorry.
you still?
Going to pretend to be asleep?
Nah.
No,
I'll go out.
I could barely sleep, and like whatever little sleep I got up early, and I went to the bar. I'm having a drink.
I asked the bartender, where's that gypsy from yesterday?
Oh, Nirvana? I don't know if Nirvana. So some days she's here, some days she isn't. Who really knows where that Dutch is off?
I forgot to ask you yesterday, but what's your name?
Does this count as
My
metagaming?
name is Thorin Wormshot.
What?
What?
What one shot?
Thorin Wormshot is my name. And then he puts a little shot glass on the table, and it has like a slimy little worm in like his liquor, and he's just like takes a huge gulp and puts it on the table. Ha! That's for cold.
Oh wow. You have more worms back there?
I think it's an acquired taste, my friend.
Oh, but I would would like to join you for another, and you have this inclination that this guy's really bored and lonely, and he just wants some friends.
I'm fucked up.
And he he's just like pouring another glass, and he's just like,
I want to taste what Nightshade tasted. Give me another glass of with the worm in it.
okay.
At this point, I stop him. I take my water skin out and I pour it into his glass. And there's a spider that I've captured from my room. It falls next to the glass.
Hey, Bovick, wait, see? Isn't this your spider again?
And I just sobbed. That's not Nightshade. That's a damn spider.
You mean your Nightshade was not a spider?
I mean, well, he was, but he was unique. He was not like a spider that I've ever seen. That's just a common house spider. We see hundreds of those, and they're lovely beasts, but nothing like Nightshade. Nightshade was very unique. I've never seen a spider like him ever. He had this really cool net that he would make, and I thought I could study about him while he traveled. He really took a founding, like a bond to me when I found him at the ship. But now I'll never know what his species is or what kind of things he does.
Hey, you know what can
Fine, don't worry
bring
about
you
it. Spiders
peace?
don't live for too long. So you didn't miss out on much.
Hey, you know what will bring you peace? Revenge. You wanna go find that bitch?
That sounds like an idea I will get behind. Let's
Yeah,
do
I
that.
have no idea how though.
We can find a way. We could ask a gypsy. You said the item was cursed. You could go find the gypsy and see if she knows anything about it.
Yeah,
Let's go find the gypsy, you're right.
Look at the bartenders, like, where?
Meanwhile, the bartender's just like, drinking to himself, and he's just like singing or complaining, and you don't really know what he's saying, but he's going. You assume that he's complaining about the fact that the guild was saying fired a performing bard over there.
Okay.
So, he's just saying to himself, forces of evil in the bozo darkness. Ban all the music with the 40 gas chamber. Cause one's got a weasel, and the other's got a flag. One's on a pole, shove the other in a bag. With the rerun shows, okay. No job. Daytime trap of the folks in the slog. He hung himself with a guitar string, a slab of turkey neck, and it's hanging from a pigeon's wing. Just takes another shot.
Is this poetry going to be relevant later?
No, it was
Just for
who knows? Now that you say it, maybe it should be.
Because there's no way I'm going to remember all that.
No, it isn't. It's a reference to an actual song called Loser from Beck. I just happened to see the word pigeon in it and I wanted to use it.
Well, man.
So, Yeah, so he, is suddenly like, he's still like nursing his drink and he's just like, mommy, mommy, Wormshot. Are you guys attempting to talk to him again?
Yeah, I just want to ask him, where is that woman?
Nirvana is here one day, Nirvana is there. And all that.
You already said that before. Don't act like an NPC.
It's in part of the job description.
Nobody knows, only Nirvana knows where Nirvana is. She comes when there is someone to sell an item to, and other times, no one knows. I've even heard some of our guild members saying that they've found it on the other side of the world sometimes.
Are there any other
assume-
guild members here right now who have interacted with her before?
And he looks around, and it's still early in the morning, and even though usually by this time there would be people walking around, the place is empty, and it feels like for some reason, like like people aren't coming here anymore. You don't know why, but it's like Bovick, having come on the ship, has heard that troubles have been happening down in inside.
We know about the ended problem, no?
Yes,
No,
and
not the undead problem. That is at a village, but right
Okay.
here in in Odium Lythi itself. Now, Bovick, you know that Z-Bond is where the main kingdom is, and you have heard a few rumors of unrest happening on that line. You don't know too much about that line, but you know that it, while it also is a castle city, it is also a prison island, and a floating one at that. And you have
Which part of the island? The entire island or one in the central portion?
only Zibon, that whole
The center city.
Cool.
The center
Got it,
city.
got it.
So Ashwin has heard this. You can choose to say this to others if you want to, but if you don't think it's relevant in this situation, then yeah. But otherwise, you know that there seems to be news of maybe like something happening on that line. Maybe if you want to ask the
I would
bartender.
ask the bartender, like, I heard that there's some issues that happened in the capital city here on the ship. Do you know anything about it?
And his voice goes a dark and it's like hushing everything. Things aren't good. Things aren't good. That's about. There's been rumors that the royal family has been taken down. No one has seen King of Greed for a long time. And as for the princess, I don't know if anyone out of sport has seen her.
What do you think happened there? And
Yeah.
how does the kingdom not see the king or queen or the princess?
And he like looks over his shoulder and looks around and kind of like spits to the side and is like, vampires. You don't see that lot around unless they want to show themselves to you. But to rule? Oh yeah, they're right up there. Ruling all of us, telling us what to do, giving us tasks, taking away our best people. And he like looks around. And you can clearly see that he blames the royal family for everything.
Why do you think the royal family is to blame for what's happening here? I mean, this is a guild. Isn't it supposed to be like this at times?
Listen here, young druid. The world and the country of Odium Lythi is built on one principle, that anything goes here. And now, the royalty are telling us that we're not allowed to do what this land has forever offered us for us to do. We're not going to stand for it.
Well, what do you mean? Like, what are you not supposed to do?
So, Give me a perception check. Give me an insight check.
Everyone or just him?
Just go with since he's strong. If anybody else wants an insight into the conversation, yeah.
Insight 7.
I say so.
11.
Do you want to revolt against this kingdom then?
Okay. So from Finn's question as well, he goes like literally even though you have no lips, even though your mouth shouldn't have anything coming out of it, he covers your mouth, and he goes like, "Hush, bones! Do not talk about the royal family in such a loud whisper. If anyone were to hear you," and he looks around, like you would certainly be dead and not dead. And Ashwin, you realize that, you realize that this guy, only because you've seen simpler folk before, and you understand that this guy is just kind of just mad at the country sort of thing, looking for a person to play.
Right.
But he's just going to keep repeating the same things over and over again because he really doesn't have much views on
He just wants to blame people and
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But you could bring back prosperity to this girl, to Goldilocks,
How can you do
by
that?
finishing this commission. And he pushes that ugly ass old paper in front of you which talks about the undead in the village of God. It's like, if you want right now, I can get maybe someone to drop you off.
That would be great. I want to find this gypsy, but would you tell us when the gypsy's back into?
Who knows? Maybe you'll find her out in the woods. Rumors have it that she is a hot person.
Alright, I'm gonna take this thing. Guys, do you want to go find this village and maybe look for the gypsy on the way?
But why is it that you're looking for this?
We think she might have sold us cursed items.
What
Yeah.
sort of cursed item?
Not think. We kind of know, but yeah.
What sort of cursed item?
That sounds a beautiful woman.
What?
An amulet.
It's a curse item if you're not into women.
An amulet?
Yeah.
Like the one hanging off his staff?
No, we removed
No,
it.
sorry, it's
in the
off
bag
my
of
stuff.
holding.
It's in the bag of holding.
No, it's on your staff.
What?
We
I look at my staff.
Is it there?
And all of you look to see that it's wrapped around the staff.
Oh,
I
nice.
take the amulet out and I give it back. I give it to Eldon. I'm like, Eldon, didn't you have this in the bag?
Check your bag. Why did I suddenly become Russian?
Wait, what happened? They suddenly became what?
He suddenly became Russian. He was like, check your bag.
Oh, because I was
Check your
thinking
bag.
of because your story of this princess and royal family being disappeared. It's like, yeah, there's a Russian story like this.
Oh yeah, anesthesia. I love anesthesia.
Can I open my bag, put my hand and think of the stuff? And try to take it out.
You put your hand into the bag, and since the only thing that you had filled in it was this feather, the only thing you pull out is the feather.
Dude, that's a
I
nice twist.
give it to him. I'm like, can you please place it back in there? I don't want that.
I mean, it clearly doesn't help.
He looks at you and he's just like, I'm not touching anything. Nirvana, so I made a mistake once, and not again. Okay.
What mistake? Tell us more about that.
Well, let's just say that I wanted to get something that would, make Lucian be more appreciative towards the work I do at the guild, and so I sought out Nirvana's help, assistance for this. she gave it to me for free, and maybe that should have been an idea of what it could have been. And
Yeah, never accept anything for free.
I walked into Lucian's room later and gave him his morning cup of coffee with a little bit of sweetness, my love. And
Love potion.
let's just say the king that he is, in my heart, he spent the rest of the day on the throne.
I'm rolling psychic damage.
Oh, dude.
So,
Okay.
would you take up this task? I can arrange for a traveler and arrange for someone to take you to the village.
Look at Bovick and I say, do you have a better idea?
8 hours worth of travel, she said. No. So let's just chill on the boat. It's fine.
On the boat.
Not boat, sorry. How are we traveling?
How are we
So
traveling?
basically,
How is he going to take us?
you will be taken on the canal boat to near the.
Yeah, boat. Exactly.
Oh.
You'll be taken on the canal boat to near the gate, and from there you will accompany a man on his. Honestly, basically, what will be given to you is 2 horses.
And no one is going to guide us there? Does he mention anything about that?
He says that if you go down this long path, it's the first village that comes to the other side. If you go down this path into the forest, it's the first village.
Guys,
It's
do you want
Rockhall.
to?
Rock
Do you guys want to head? Sorry.
What happened?
Yeah, let's head. I'm asking, is the Rock Hall the thing? I'll ask the guy, the bartender, you're gonna draw some map?
Yes, I will. And he basically draws you something which is like, basically takes his book and draws
It's gonna be like my campaign map, no?
like this and goes, and he's just like,
It's a penis. No? Yep, that's a giant penis.
Yep. Side view, profile view.
okay, yeah, I guess. But yeah, so he draws that for you, and he's gleaming like he's done the best job ever.
What's?
I'll see you back here with the commission. Right?
Well, hold on. What's the name of the village?
The name of the village is Neesa.
Neesa.
N or M?
With an N. Nees.
Okay.
Neesa.
All right, and we'll. Guys, do you want to head out?
Yeah, let's go.
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit and take you directly to the village.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, what has happened is that it's been quite a long journey. You have reached the gates of the city, and there you are given 2 horses once you say that you are part of this guild. Before you have left, what Wormshot has given you is basically a contract saying that you have taken up society. And
Right.
when you get to the guild, when you get to the village, you can show this to the person there, and she will take it forward. So you have now, time is skipped forward, you have traveled most part of the day, you've gone by boat and then by horse. And now you have reached at the outcrop this little village. Now, you walk into the village, and the place looks absolutely deserted. Whatever people that might have been there, they look at you and, like walk into their houses and shut the door.
damn.
I put up a photo of how you can imagine the village to look at. At the distance is the city that you just look at. So, right now, you look around, there doesn't seem to be anyone around that wants to talk to you at all. You walk a little bit inwards, looking at this. You look at the terrible state that the place is in. There seems to be decaying flesh rotting on the streets just besides you. Food seems to be thrown away. Windows are broken and patched up over and over again. There's like torn up clothes. There's like torn up belongings everywhere around. And at the center of this, just like looking up at this statue, is this woman who looks like this. She looks at you, and her face immediately lights up with relief. She goes running up to you guys and says, "Are y'all here to help?"
Inside
Yes.
check. Inside check. Inside check. Inside check.
Okay, good.
I'm specifically checking is she the bitch from the previous night.
Oh, okay. That's that's a
16.
fucking good idea. That's a good call that you made, though.
16.
So you're only checking to see whether she's the same person as yesterday.
That and anything else I might pick up.
So
D&D language for make my 16 count.
So the thing is that you haven't given her enough of an opportunity to really understand whether what she's saying. But from your initial view, you think that she's just a short, stout woman. Is really happy, but has an extremely concerned face right now when she's looking up at you. And her initial fascination at seeing you actually. She looks at you first, Eldon, and there's a spark of joy on her face. Okay, when she approaches you, and she looks at you and she goes, "Oh Lord, a fairy! I haven't seen a fairy in so long." And she like reaches up and kind of like just like laughs at you, but more in a playful way.
Who are you? And
Wait, one second. Just recap that again. She did.
So the impression you get, Eldon, from the way she reacted to you. So since you're a fairy, you're not something that's cited quite often.
Yeah, she seemed
over here, Canadian. But it seemed like she recognized you from having traveled from somewhere else to here. So you have an impression that she herself is a foreigner in the city. Now, can all of you just give me, actually, Ashwin, could you give me a history check?
Sure.
And Jeevan, you as well. Not Finn, since you didn't know where he was going. So.
Yeah.
15 plus 4, 19.
19, awesome. So one thing and this you recognize immediately when you see this woman come in, is that the land that you're on right now, the continent, isn't particularly open to religious folks.
Open to?
Religious folks that lean towards a good alignment.
Okay.
So even seeing animals or creatures that are good aligned is very rare there.
Okay.
So, another thing that you had heard about before coming here was the fact that Odium Lythi, even though they're open to every outlaw of every kind, they're not too happy with anybody who wants to do good over there.
They're a bunch of pricks.
Yeah, basically, no to mercenaries. That's it. Not mercenaries, to missionaries.
And okay.
So yes to mercenaries, no to missionaries. Okay.
Cool, got it. Yeah. I want to ask her, normally when people see me, they seem surprised. Yet you seem familiar with people
Well,
of
I
my
haven't seen a beautiful fairy such as yourself in a long, long time. Not for a decade at least. I think that's the time when we moved here, and that's the time when all the bad stuff started happening.
Would I believe her? Do I believe her?
You do. She seems very genuine.
Alright.
Like to all of you, like you don't even have an inclination to do an insight check because she just seems extremely genuine.
Where are you from? You said you haven't seen in 10 years. Where have you seen a ferry before that?
From the lands past the sea. That's where we came from. That's where we were going around, spreading the word of God. And then we ended up here, hoping to turn these. And she looks, and for the first time, you see a little bit of spite. And she looks around and she was like, these ungratefuls, they're living here with us, but no, they wanted to see us gone. All they've been doing is making trouble for us ever since we came here. And now, our father, and she says father in the way that you talk about a priest,
Right.
like Father John. That's his
Right.
name now, guys. And Father John's none. I don't know the last time he's been at his house. We haven't seen him come to church in the longest time.
Where are the other villages in the town?
Well,
Yeah.
they're afraid, and they have every reason to be. And then she looks at the sky. And she's like, "It's just in a couple of hours. That's when the real trouble starts. That's when they come from over there." And she points to the back, and in the distance you can see the church, which looks completely run down, and what seems to be surrounding it is a graveyard. Which is like, they come out at night. I know it's unusual. I know it's not unusual, especially for folks such as yourself. And she looks at Finn, she's like, but they don't talk like you do. They can't talk to us, but they're there, and they come out.
Aska, you know what I am?
Well, she looks at you and she's like, well, I haven't seen one that's wanted to talk back to me.
What's up, guys?
What?
In
And
this-
I just hold up the contract. I mean, we found this at the guild. Is this your calling? And what needs to be done?
And she looks at
tutorial,
it
I will
and
show
she
you how
has
to
this
fix
look
lag,
of
drop
nostalgia
frames,
on
and
her face,
stuttering
and she,
while using
like,
Imgur
kinda
because
says
the
under her
PC's
breath,
components don't utilize
wow.
enough resources.
It's been so long.
We will
since
first of all
I wrote
take a look
that.
at your OBS studio settings,
And,
which need to be
and then
optimized to
she
your network
goes,
connection
like,
and
I don't
available.
have much to offer you, gentlemen, but if you could kindly assist us, I could give you our family heirloom. It's not much, but it could fetch you a pretty coin.
What seems to be the trouble? I would like to help, and maybe
The
some
undead.
information exchange.
Yeah.
The undead, they're inflicting a disease around. I don't know, more of them keep disappearing from the village and then turning up from their graves. If you could have a look at it after dark, maybe find a way to.
I have a question for you, dear friend. Are you saying that the graves that got emptied the previous night are the same? Is it the same bodies that are coming out again and again?
Yes,
Or
and at this time she starts crying because she's just like,
Oh no,
I
there.
never thought I'd see Matthew like that. I never thought I'd see you with the soulless eyes where you couldn't know who I was. And she kind of like breaks down.
And I go over and I put a hand over her, and I'm sorry for your loss. I know you'll try to help how we can, but I don't know about bringing back the dead or how to deal with the undead, but we'll find a way.
Thank you very kindly, sir. We've just been so lost for so long. There's so many merchants that keep coming in and out, and then with struggles happening at the barn, we don't know what's going to happen to us anymore. Nobody really cares about us simple folk.
Just tell us what needs to be done, and we might help you in any way we can. And is there any clues to?
She just points at the graveyard and she says that it's all happening there at night. You'll see it yourself if you just wait a couple of hours.
Do you know any priests or anybody in the town that has any knowledge that could help us fight these creatures?
Father John, isn't he here? And she points to the bed. He's there.
Let's go talk to him.
I think I think she means he's dead.
Huh? Didn't you
I
ask?
think she means.
Didn't you ask if there's someone there who can help us?
Yeah, but she pointed to the church, I'm assuming.
No. Oh, she did. Oh.
To the graveyard specifically, or the church?
In that general direction.
But right now, this is like daytime, noonish something, right?
So it's quickly getting darker. Like,
Okay.
just assume it's dusk.
Okay. Got it.
So, like, I mean, it's a twilight when you're walking. If you're going towards the graveyards, it's just getting dark right now because it was still quite a journey that we go by.
Yeah, so I say, let's go and talk to him. So, what does she say?
It's like, of course, please. If you make it out alive, and she's like, I don't want to say that. God forbid anything bad happens to y'all. But if you come back, and then she like points to this big house with her, please come here and I'll give you your reward. And with that, she like basically just does a cross or something, and like kind of just like bows down to all of you and walks away.
Like,
Do you guys want to check out the church? I feel that's not gonna help us, but
no,
mind
I
looking
think
at
it's something that's definitely has at least some clue or some indication. Also, isn't it just? Nah, that's no, man.
okay,
I
I
think
look
the
around.
book is a better way to go.
The
But
book?
don't you guys think even she was acting a little weird in the end?
Yeah, she was.
Should we just go to her first before we go to the fucking church?
I don't think she's gonna give us any more information. She seems
Yeah, I think
terrified.
we can at least
And I would suggest we might look for other villages, see if anybody else knows something, or do you guys want to head to the church? I could send Matata here ahead of us and maybe scout the area.
No, fuck it. Let's just go to the church.
All right. Okay, before we head to the church, hold on. Do I see any animals around?
No, this place is dead. It's like no one is around. But if you want to really investigate, give me an investigation check. Maybe
If
you
I can find a rat.
yeah, maybe you could find a rat. If you get above a 16, I think.
Cool. Give me a second. What is this check for me?
It would be I'd say an investigation.
Investigation plus 17.
Wow.
It's 17? You got
Yeah.
17? Okay.
16 plus 1.
Plus 1. You do happen to find a little mouse that is eating away at a decaying body. What would you like to do?
Okay, I will like guys, hold on. I might be able to get some information if you give me like 10 minutes.
I look at him and I say, oh, don't you have a special rat that makes special webs? Why you want this common rat now?
Don't you need a best friend to eat it?
I just flip them both off. And too soon, guys. Like, it's been less than a day. Like, come on. And I will sit down and cast Speak with Animal as a ritual cast. And I will ask the mouse, hey mouse, do you know anything that's happening in this area?
It goes like, squeak, food.
I got some food here and I'll take some of the berries I got yesterday, which I was supposed to feed to Twiggy, but in the depression of all shit, I forgot.
Oh no, Twiggy has starved to death.
Yes, that. Yeah. Janet.
It's a plant, but alright. I will offer the berry to the rat and be like, I'll give you this berry if you give me some information. Do you know what's in that church there?
And it like squeaks like harshly, and it kind of like goes, it goes like death, and it just grabs the berry from you and runs away.
Runs away.
Definitely Cabra's relative, but I wouldn't know that.
Alright, that was useless. Let's just head to the church. I tell them.
So you're heading to the church?
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, you wanted to call it a night here? Or do you want to head in the church and call it a night?
I don't know.
Let's head into church. I mean, up to DM.
TM, your call.
No, I'm starting to fall asleep. I don't know if you guys can know.
In real life?
In real life.
Okay, then I suggest go to the church.
Yeah, I had a feeling that there'll be combat there and that's going to take a while. So I have to, let's call it a night here.
Done.
Yeah, we'll reach and call it a night, no?
Oh, you want to call it? Okay, cool. Okay.
I thought Shema suggested to reach and then call it a night.
No, you said reach and call it a night. Oh, let's do that.
Oh yeah, I don't mind like entering the church and then call it a night.
Cliffhanger ending. That's
cool.
I
thought you guys were actually okay. It's not going to be a very long battle. If you guys want to do it,
see, I'm down for it, but G looks like he's going to. Both his character and player are going to fall asleep on the stream. So.
No problem. So you guys...
You already fell asleep once.
Let's not have that happen. Yeah, a little bit. Like for a little bit. And then some weird shit happened and I shot back up.
Like I'm telling you, there'll be I'm sorry. DM, you want to go ahead with the scene or...
Oh, no. This is basically the area that you guys are.
Alright, cool.
Oh, we enter from south? I mean, below?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I wanted to save this for later.
Oh, dude, nice.
Nice.
Good game, Shema. I cannot believe that. I love how you integrated the whole backstory and all that.
What and all you brought up? I was so confused.
That is, I literally asked Ashwin so many questions, like leading questions to see whether he'd figure something out or not. And I'm just kind of like very subtly like, who are people in your backstory that you might like or might not like? Okay, and asking all useless questions.
No, I had a feeling that I didn't expect you to put it into a dream and all, okay? And I didn't think that there'll be a cursed object already.
Ashwin, like, added all our backstories to like some sequence or the other. Just that you were the only one with one.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just got all the attention and also lost your spider.
I lost my spider.
And I remember thinking, wow, Nightshade is such a cool name for a spider.
Wait, I'll okay, guys, I think we'll stop the stream for now and catch up.
Yeah, everybody.
Next session.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Two people who are watching, which one of them is me. Hit the like button.
And the dude who commented on Ashwin's bestiality. Thank you for watching us.
Wait, do we have comments?
We have comments.
Yeah, we had 2 comments from my friends who said nasty something. Twitch blocked it. You looking for?
It says nasty bestiality you're looking for. How is this blocking you and not me?
I don't know. And the next thing is, Ashwin, stop trying to block a dog.
Go fuck a dog.
Dog? There was no dog.
Maybe I should have like.
No, other people were also asking like, why did you block the chat on YouTube? The spectator chat.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll do it next time.
Oh, it was blocked. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I specifically said that it's
gonna end stream.
Okay,
Alright.
thank you. Good night.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching us.